So have you ever wondered like, what is just the first week of college going to be like? I know most of us think, okay, what is college going to be like? And there are so many videos out there preparing you for college, but there's really like no videos that talk in depth about just what to expect first week of college. So that's what this video is about, and there's actually a little bit of a twist. So the advice I will be sharing with you is actually pre-recorded. It is a part of a college guide that I created. The guide includes 35 videos, 27 PDFs, and 2 bonus topics. And in the guide, we talk about everything you need to know before college: friendships, roommates, relationships, parties, sex, school, seriously everything you could possibly like need to know before you go to college. So I cover the topic of like what to expect first week of college in that guide, and I will be sharing that video with you in this video. So I hope you find it helpful. If you are feeling overwhelmed right now, it's okay, don't be too overwhelmed, and I really think just at least having an idea of what to expect first week of college could hopefully ease your anxieties a little. So let's just hop right into the video. Okay, now let's talk about first week of school and kind of what to expect when you first move in. So like I said, like I have gone to 4-year universities, so a lot of my ideas and experience come from what happens at 4-year universities, not so much as junior colleges. So just kind of keep that in mind. So that being said, again, every school is different. Typically, some colleges will have freshmen move in a few days earlier than the rest of the student body because they want you to have time to kind of adjust to the campus. And there's this thing called freshman orientation. Almost every school does it. Some orientations can last literally just like one whole day. Some orientations might last 3 days. Other schools might do orientations for an entire week. And pretty much what this is a college 101 thing where they go through and literally tell you everything you need to know. Like, I don't know, the different activities there is on campus. They'll have sections on like sexual harassment, sections on, you know, what to expect in your classes, how to get good grades and stuff like that. Like it's an orientation. And they usually divide you up into groups. And this is kind of a really cool way to right away meet people because your group will be probably fairly small size and you'll get to know each other, and your group will be led by like an upperclassman, and you'll go to different breakout sessions. This week can be very, very, very stressful because it's like they're just throwing so much at you. And honestly, my freshman orientation, it was fun, but I don't really remember soaking in a lot of what was being said because college is just one of those things that like you have to just kind of figure it out as you go. Like they were telling us how to work the different programs, our student portals and stuff like that, but I was just like so lost. I didn't even know what that was, and it was just so overwhelming. So honestly, this week can be so stressful. So my biggest advice is just do your best, don't stress yourself out, and just take this opportunity to just kind of meet new people, soak it all in, but don't feel like you have to get it all like figured out week 1. And my last advice is when you do these freshman orientations, I would recommend you bringing like some kind of backpack because they do tend to give a lot of handouts, like papers and stuff like that. And I remember like my first day, I just had like so much I was just carrying around, and that was kind of annoying. So like maybe bring some kind of bag with you so you don't have to just like carry everything with you all day long. Also, you'll be feeling a little, I don't know, pressured to act your best because you're finally, you know, meeting new college students and you want them to like you, and it's going to be easy to be performative. But I just want to say, like, it's okay. You don't have to try to act like you're this amazing person. Like, just be yourself. Don't try too hard to fit in right away. Like you'll make friends, I promise you. Like don't get discouraged if you don't meet people like at freshman year orientation. Like you have the rest of your semester to make friends, so just be yourself. So after freshman year orientation, obviously you will start doing classes and going to school. So I wanted to just give you a little bit of a, I don't know, what to expect when you go to classes, because it's very, very different from high school. So first of all, your classes are going to differ. It's not like you go to school with the same group of kids all day long. Like you might have an 8 a.m. and then you'll have like a couple hour break, and then you'll have like an 11 a.m. and then a couple hour break, and then you might have a class at 3. And so that is kind of a weird thing to get used to. My biggest advice for you is try to plan out your day around your classes and figure out what you're gonna do in between classes, because if you don't figure out like what to do in between classes, you might be tempted to just like waste your entire day. So you'll have a class at 8, and then from like 9 to 11 you might just sit around and like scroll through your phone, and then go to class, and then sit around and scroll through your phone, and then go to your 3 o'clock, and then before you know it, you've just like wasted your whole entire day. So make sure you kind of plan on what you want to do in between classes. The most ideal schedule would be to just have classes back to back to back, and then have like your afternoon off. At least that's my ideal like schedule, because if I can just have my classes in the morning, then I can just have my entire afternoons off, which is such a blessing, because that was not how high school was. You know, we were all forced to go to school for 8 hours. So, you know, that kind of is a huge difference between high school classes and college classes. Now, as for like first day of classes, most of the time professors will just go through the syllabus with you. Most professors won't just go right into lecturing the first day. Some might, but most likely they will just go through the syllabus. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, oh, it's gonna be easy, I don't have to pay attention because it's just gonna be the syllabus. But a syllabus in college is 1,000 times more important than a syllabus in high school, because the professors literally will not like remind you of assignments and all of that. Like they tell you everything about the assignments the day of like syllabus day, but after that they will not remind you. They will not be like, okay, don't forget, 3 weeks from now you have an assignment coming up. Like some professors might, but most professors will not. So you want to pay attention on those days. I would actually print out a syllabus and like highlight things as the professor is talking. They will make notes about certain types of homework assignments. I would go ahead and write down whatever it is they're adding onto it. Like you need to pay attention, because your syllabus is literally your guide. I just vividly remember, honestly, like my first day of a few classes, like that's all we did, and I was like, oh, like this is easy, like it's a blow off, so I'm not really gonna pay attention. And then I realized I had no idea when things were due, because I just was assuming the professor was gonna remind me. And I actually don't think I turned in like my first assignment for one class because I had no idea we had an assignment, because the professor never said anything about it. And then she's like, it's in the syllabus. And I was like so shook, because I was like, but in high school they just like reminded us when things were due. But that's not how it is in college. So your syllabus is very important, so don't lose it. Now, if you do lose your syllabus, it's not a big deal, because you'll be able to access it online. But I do really recommend just having like a printed copy of your syllabus. And then another little tip I have for you is, honestly, like the first week of class, I would just take all your syllabus, lay them out, and see all the assignments you have, and write down all the upcoming assignments on a planner, or if you use some kind of planning system on your computer, however you want to organize that. I would just go through all your syllabus and write down all your assignments that are coming up. That way there's no way you will miss it, because it's physically written down somewhere. Another thing that will probably happen during the first week of classes is the campus will host a lot of activities, because, you know, they understand like this is the first week of school and people are wanting to get to know each other. And I definitely recommend going to these activities. This is such an amazing way to get to meet people, and it's just fun. You get to go to college, and like the activities are not like as lame as they are in high school, and your campus works really hard to put these activities together. So make sure you attend those, because again, that's like such a cool way to get to meet new people. Another thing I recommend you doing during your first week of school is organize your room. You don't want to be like 3 weeks into classes and still be like unpacking things and trying to find where you packed your curling iron and whatnot. Like, you want to just start the semester with nice, organized room, you know where everything is at. It might not, probably won't stay like that forever, but it's just nice to start with nice, freshly clean room. So go ahead, unpack everything and have everything organized, and trust me, that's gonna make you feel a lot better. Another tip I have for you is go ahead and tour like your campus and just the town that your college is located at. Drive around and see like where the nearest grocery store is, you know, all the things you need, if there's a Walmart or not. This is just a good time to kind of spot out the town, see if there's like any cute coffee shops you can go to do homework, the different restaurants options and all of that. Like, this is just, again, another really great time to kind of see what your life is gonna be for the next few years. And I forgot to mention this, but before actual classes start, I definitely recommend figuring out where all your classes will be. Most of the time, like during freshman orientation, they will tell you where everything is located, and just like the general locations of buildings, but it might be better for you to actually go through your schedule and go and actually like find the classrooms, because you don't want to be showing up to like the wrong class like first day of school. So yeah, that's really all I got for you regarding first week of school. Honestly, even now I still get a little stressed during the first week of school, just, you know, trying to get used to a new norm and a new schedule. So as a freshman, it's going to be even like 10 times harder, because, you know, you're getting used to a whole new life. But as much as it can be stressful, it can also be really, really fun. So don't get so stressed to where you just like, I don't know, drive yourself into like an anxiety attack or anything like that. Like, yes, it's a little stressful, but it's also so much fun. So much fun. You get to be away from home. You'll have all this freedom, and it's just exciting. It's a really exciting stage of life, and I don't want the stress to get to you so much to where you forget to enjoy it. So I really hope everything I'm sharing with you right now kind of prepares you so that you don't feel as stressed and you can just kind of enjoy it. And like that's kind of the whole point of this guide. I want you to really enjoy your time once you get to college, and I think doing the work now to understand and be prepared will give you the opportunity to enjoy it. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying this guide so far. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you just a bit of an understanding of what to expect and what first week of college will be about. And I do want to say, if you are wanting to learn more about just what to expect before you go to college, I do recommend and maybe investing in this guide. Like I said earlier, the guide includes 35 helpful videos, 27 PDFs, and 2 bonuses. It's a one-stop shop of everything you could possibly need to know before college, so you don't have to go around and try to find different YouTube videos to prepare yourself before college. And the guide values at like $97, but I know like you are going to be a broke college student. You cannot be spending $97 on something like this. So I have a first sale right now for $27, so make sure you go get you your guide. And you can also follow me over on Instagram and TikTok. I do post a lot of tips and advice over on those 2 platforms as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can see more videos like this in the future. And lastly, again, if you are interested in the guide, it will be linked in the description down below. But that is all I got for you today, and until next time, bye.